you know, what's been going on. 2-week wait is well overdue, and you want to know what the results of our second IUI was. As far as symptoms during this cycle, I experienced nausea, I experienced a lot of bloating, cramps, light cramps, which I don't think I had that with the first IUI. My progesterone levels came back double than what they were the first time, so that was good. They came back at a 47.5 during the first IUI. My progesterone levels was only at a 21, which is good because they want, my doctor's office likes for them to be over 15, but you know, first IUI was unsuccessful. So super excited. 47.5 was great. It doubled. I was having all these symptoms, so I felt pregnant. Like I just knew I had to be pregnant, but I didn't want to jinx it, so I kind of just, you know, just rode with the punches type thing. It wasn't up until I ended up taking a home pregnancy test, but I didn't take it until we found out whether we had our blood test to find out whether or not we were pregnant on the 31st. And I took a home pregnancy test that Sunday, so the 29th. Yeah, the 29th, I took a home pregnancy test. And I bought like a Clear Blue Digital. I bought a First Response. And the Clear Blue that I bought was the kind that the tip, the absorbent turns pink. So that's how you know that it's working. And so on the first one that I took for the digital, it didn't turn pink, and so it came back negative. So I had this like serious cry session, breakdown on the floor. Oh my God, like it's not happening for me. I felt like I was pregnant, blase blase. Go back and I look at the instructions and I'm like, well shit, Christy, it didn't turn pink. So I had the cry session for nothing. So I took the First Response, and it gives you the 2 lines. Took that, and to our surprise, we had a faint second line, so we got a positive. So we took like 4 tests, and then we took another home pregnancy test that Monday, the 30th, and it came back. We did a Clear Blue Digital, and then we did the First Response, and we still had another faint line, and on the Clear Blue it said 1 to 2 weeks. So we're super excited. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go to my doctor's appointment Tuesday. We're gonna have my blood work done. We know that we're pregnant, so there's nothing, you know, to be worried about. So went Tuesday, and that's exactly what happened. My RE's nurse called me back and told me, yes, your pregnancy test is positive. The only thing that we're a little worried about is the fact that your levels are, sorry guys, your levels are really low. So my levels was at a, I think she said a 20, no, and my level was at a 7. And she was like, that's very low, but this is early, so we're just going to start you on progesterone. Take progesterone for 2 days, 1 at night, 1 in the morning. You come back on the following Thursday. We do another test to see what your progesterone levels is, because it should be doubling. And so I went back on that Thursday, and before I went that Thursday, that Wednesday, I had started to spot just a little bit. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is implantation spotting. But then again, it's kind of like, well, you know, you never really know. But they said this is normal, and I'm still having cramps, and my nurse said that this is normal as well. So Thursday rolls around, and I tell her, you know, I took another home pregnancy test Wednesday, and I took them on Thursday morning before I went to my appointment, and the lines was even fainter than they were before. And I'm like, you know, this is a little confusing. Like, what's going on? What's going on? And later on that day, when I got my results back, she called me and she told me that we miscarried. So my pregnancy test came back the second time as a negative, and that I was pregnant at one point, but my doctor felt like maybe just the embryo was not a viable one. My feeling about it: hurt, sad, frustrated. I feel like, you know, a lot of people around me, it's working for them, but it's not working for me, and I don't understand why. Hey y'all, welcome back. We're here with another car vlog. So, where did I leave off? Oh, I left off telling you guys, you know, how I felt. Take this out. Let you guys know how I felt about, you know, us like losing, I say the baby, but you know, other people may say not, because at that point it wasn't like, you know, a fetus or anything. But to me, you know, I guess when you're going through the TTC process and you're trying to get pregnant, this is something that you really want. When you find out that you're pregnant, like, you're instantly in love, and that's kind of what it was for me. But anyways, that day that I talked to my RE's nurse, she called me and she told me, you know, that we pretty much lost it. We lost the embryo. I was telling her that, you know, what did she think, you know, my RE would feel, how she would feel about me switching up my medication and trying Clomid next cycle, excuse me, instead of Femara. Now, don't get me wrong, Femara has been good to me. Femara has, you know, helped me produce larger follicles, you know, more follicles than normal, but at the same time, they're not, you know, 16s, 18s, what you really need whenever you're doing this IUI process. Like, they haven't been that, and we're 2 IUIs in, so, and this is expensive. So I'm kind of like, you know, I don't want to give up, because I've always wanted to have children, but I also want to, you know, give it my all. If I can take something that is gonna, you know, help me more than the Femara is helping me, then hell, I want to take it. As long as it ain't killing me, I want to take it. So I was telling my RE nurse that, and she told me, you know, honestly, Christy, I feel like Clomid would be better for you. She was like, normally my doctor starts patients off on Femara, because even though it says that you can, you know, you can have multiples and stuff with the Femara, it's not as high as it is with the Clomid. Clomid is like the #1 TTC drug that you hear about. So she was like, it's very, very prone to make you have multiples. And she was like, 9 times out of 10, she'll probably start me off on a very low dosage, which is fine with me. Start me off slow and just see, you know, when I come back for my ultrasound, if my follicles are the sizes that I want them to be, then great, we go ahead. If not, then, you know, we hold off until the next month, and she may increase my dosage. But like I was telling you guys in the previous clip, my nurse told me that I would bleed for a couple of days, I would stop, and then I would start back and have my actual cycle. Lo and behold, I did bleed. That day that she called me, it was the third, it was a Thursday. No, it was the second, it was a Thursday. And I had started spotting that previous day on the 1st, but it was very light. And then that Wednesday, it kind of picked up, on that Thursday, it picked up more. And so I kind of felt like, you know, I was telling a friend, I feel like I'm starting my cycle. Like, it started to become full flow type thing. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's over with. Now we're just waiting on, you know, my period to come as to what, per my nurse, and, you know, information. I haven't started my period yet, and today is the 11th. And so I was like, well, just to be curious, I'm going to start taking ovulation tests. So I took an ovulation test yesterday. I got a negative. I took one this morning. I got a high fertility. So basically, I'm missing this cycle off of information that I was told from my doctor's office, which sucks. Don't get me wrong. We're upset about it. We're kind of like, you know, damn, we wanted to keep, you know, kind of sort of stay on it. at least start the Clomid and see how it does with me. But I mean, clearly we're gonna miss this cycle. It's too late to go to the doctor and, you know, order, you know, sperm and everything like that. Because according to my calculator, I'm getting high fertilities now. I should peak on Monday. So that's where we are now. I'm feeling good today. I don't have any pains or anything like that. I'm feeling really good. Spiritually and emotionally, I feel good. I can't say that I'm like over it, but I feel a lot better. I understand that, you know, last cycle, it just, I mean, it felt good to have that positive, man. It felt so good to look at that stick and see a faint line. Like, it felt good. But I mean, you know, this happens, and this is something that me and my wife talked about. This is something that we know is a possibility. It's something that I already told us that it's a possibility. So we're okay with it now. We're dealing with it. We're coping with it. It is still kind of hard when you see everyone around you like having babies left and right. But you just gotta look at it as in it's their time. It's not our time yet, and our time will be soon. So just staying in high hopes about it and not letting it get us down too much. But that's pretty much it for this update. I don't have nothing else going on. So I may do incorporate other vlogs into this channel and let you guys know what's going on. I haven't really talked about our son a lot here lately. We've been kind of sticking to the TTC thing, but we may come back and do like a little interview type thing for him. He's always wanted to do one, so we probably will do one for him, and I'll post that so you guys can meet him. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, thank you so much for the continued support and you know, the prayers and everything. We really appreciate it. Let you guys know that we are not giving up, that we will be back at this thing next month in July with my next cycle. So we're not giving up. We're very hopeful. And thank you so much for subscribing and liking and watching and share our videos and, you know, everything like that. But thank you guys so much, and that's it. See you guys later. Bye.